I felt like I needed to communicate. Let's say I wasn't happy with who I was, where I was from. I was an only child. I found myself kind of lonely sometimes. I basically looked to graffiti as something I wanted to become a part of. The energy was good. I could create a new identity, portray myself as that person. I came up with the name Futura 2000, loosely inspired by 2001: A Space Odyssey, which came out in 1968. I was 13. Futura, the typeface, the car, the blender, the vacuum cleaner. Futura 2000 just seemed the right thing for me to be. I began tagging that up. I did create an identity around Futura 2000. No one necessarily knew me as Lenny. No one cared to know me as Lenny. I wasn't very important as Lenny, but I somehow gained more importance, not even prestige, but just personal respect as this pseudonym, anonymous alter ego. That's what I mean, alter ego.
The tag is really short, sharp shock of who you are, and it's easier to get that around and get many of them around. So it's about coverage.
The analogy of a dog pissing and marking its territory, in a sense, it's kind of true. I mean, you mark your territory and then you're happy to go back and check the scent.
Every piece came from tagging. Like a piece is nothing more than a fat tag with outline and designs.
Tagging's the lowest common denominator of piecing. Like a piece takes a few hours, like a tag takes a few seconds. But you should try and apply as much skill into your tag as you're going to do into a piece.
It's in your mind, and sometimes 24 hours a day you're thinking of it, or doing something, or what can I do tonight, or where shall I make a piece, or shall we go out and bomb somewhere. It was just for fun, you know. Mostly not on any new kind of fresh wall. Except public transport. That's always possible. Always. He was looking every second of putting your name somewhere. And it's still fun to do it, you know. After all these years, it's still funny. That's so strange. I finished about 20,000 cans. And that's no bullshit. They're cleaning a lot nowadays, but I'm sure that in 2000 I'll still see some rhyme tags.
I don't have any preferences or scruples, you know. Like, I mean, like I love looking at buildings, you know, but that will not stop me if I had the chance to put a nice tag on one.
That's stupid, like to make a tags on the shirt, or I prefer like go on the police station and make tag over there.
For me, I take graffiti as an art, as an expressing of yourself. And when you do historical building, when you build something and it's beautiful, I think that's the same, you know, because you put something from you into it.
We're in the midway between art form and totally vandalism. This is too human, this kind of stuff. The city, even before graffiti, Roma, it was crowded of names, even if it's a political, you know, group, or even if it's his girlfriend name. There will be always a guy who would start drawing his name.
2 years ago, I went to London for Christmas, and I walked down Shaftesbury Avenue, and like 2 days later, like I walk through it and I see Dwayne tags and a few other local things. So now I know that some guy from Sweden passed through Shaftesbury Avenue between this and this date using this and this color, and like where it's placed and how it's placed and how big it is or how it's shaped gives you an idea of the movements he had to do to make it, you know.
So the placement of the tag is really subtle. There's subtleties in it, as well as the thing of dangerous places, harder places, tags by police stations, and risky things like that.
It is a minor contribution to the overall scene, and in some senses, you know, it doesn't look very appealing. But like I say, at the same time, there's nothing like a truck or a gate or some particular wall that just has nothing but tags, nothing very beautiful. It's a real snapshot of what the movement really is all about. and that is individuals writing their names on walls, expressing who they are in the most minute way, their tags.
I wanted to be somebody, not to be a pop star or to be a big film star or to be anything big, but just a little somebody.
I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for doing that. I would not have chased that fucking rainbow, do you know what I mean? You know, I was Goldie before the gold. I was painting, I was Goldie, I was going out there painting walls, you know what I mean? I was getting known for painting. You want to put your name up to be recognised, somebody reads that fucking name and says, I know that kid.
You sort of like think this person has more to them as an individual.
You build up a sub-character. Goldie's right there. Me, I'm here. You make that character. That's what graffiti did for people. It gave people confidence. Some of the biggest writers, the most prolific writers I ever met, I'm like, hello, fucking hell. Is that the guy? Some white kid, scraggly hair.
So it's almost like I have agents working for me, and I put them in different places around the city, and they just stand there and pose for me. And everyone walks by and they say, yeah, that's me, that's Prime.
You never lose that. What you do lose is time in life where you can actually do that. That's what you do lose.
I am a person in society. I go to work, I contribute, I pay my taxes. I'm a kind of like regular kind of person. I do all that shit that everybody else does. I go to work for one reason and one reason only, to get paid. My time outside of that is very valuable to me, and I want to enjoy myself. And one of my hobbies is doing graffiti. Everyone's got a tag, and if you've got 10 tags on a shop shutter or on the side of a wall, none of those tags are really going to stand out unless it's somebody who's famous. So I didn't want a tag. I wanted like a symbol, something a little bit stronger than a tag. So you can just catch a glimpse of that, and that's it. You recognise it, you know it's there, you've seen it, and it's like, yes, there it is, there's another one. And it works. And I like walking around and seeing my tag there and seeing it there and seeing one from back in '89 there, and it's nice. People come up to me and say, yeah, I didn't realise you did that. It's like, just a little ego boost. It's like, yeah.
There's not really many places in London you can go without seeing one of our they're everywhere.
Once you stop, nobody's talking about you after a couple of months. You're dead, actually. So that's what you actually keeps you active. I mean, you have to do more, so people still speak about you.
If you stop, you're forgotten. After a couple of years, you're forgotten unless you were special.
Though I don't get fame, I don't get paid, I have to do it once in a while. I have an idea and I have to do it. I'm not feeling confident if I have an idea and I haven't done it. Because I'm always in fear. If I have an idea, someone might do it before me.
I was never concerned about getting paid for it. All I wanted was the fame. I'll be honest with you, I don't have tons of money, from it, and it was just an ego trip, a fame thing that, hey, that's me. And during the course of time, what it did do is make a lot of people know me, and know of me, or maybe know me personally, or they're on. But it kept me busy. That would be the answer. It kept me out of trouble.
When I was on my own and I didn't have anything better to do, I could always have my pens and my paint to fall back on. I could sit in my house at 2 o'clock in the morning and say I'm going out for 4 hours. I didn't need to have company, I didn't need to have friends, I didn't need to have nothing. I just went out and done something that was instant satisfaction, free of charge. I was out there every single day without fail, tagging, bombing, whatever you want to call it, I was out there doing it. I used to get night buses to the far reaches of London, get off the night bus and walk home. 8, 9, 10 miles I would walk home, and I would absolutely write on everything that was in my way.